Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing great. For today's episode, I want to talk about the latest news about AY and his wife, Mabel. Now, as we all know, we've seen the news of their divorce or their separation. And this has been going on since last year. Like it's a very long time now that news have surfaced that their marriage is going through troubled waters. But I think it's been official now that they have both separated. Now, for some of you who don't know AY is one of the biggest comedians from Nigeria. He is very big with movies. He's into movies, skit making. Like AY, he is an all-round entertainer, and he has been successful for a very long time. And according to AY, his wife is very instrumental to him getting into movies and branching into other part of entertainment. He said that he used to be like all the stand-up comedians and everything, and the wife called him and said, you could do movies, you have the capacity. Like, she pushed him to reach the heights that he is right now. And it is sad that now that they're supposed to be kind of enjoying the fruits of their labor, they have separated. Now, for some of you who don't know, AY and the wife, they met during their university days. AY said he's kind of a talent management for beauty pageants. He was one of the guys recruiting girls, pretty girls for beauty. I mean, beauty pageants, the girls have to be pretty. So he said he met his wife, and I think she was one of the contestants or something, or he was trying to get her to be one of the contestants, but I think she wasn't interested. She was kind of shy and all that. And he chased her down until she accepted to date him. They started dating. He branched into comedy. She was supportive, and then they had a daughter together. All through that relationship and marriage, there's been several allegations or accusations that AY has been cheating on the wife. And the wife, being a very private person, she doesn't talk that much. She's always posting videos, minding her business. She's very good friends with Julius Agu, which his marriage also crashed. I wouldn't say he's good friends with Basket Mouth, but the wives were very close. So AY's wife, Mabel, is very close to Basket Mouth's wife, Elsie. So regardless of what was going on between the husbands, the wives were close. And as we all know, Basket Mouth and his wife also, their marriage crashed. So I think all these comedians or all these actors that married early in their 40s, or they're in their 40s right now, and I think they've all outgrown each other, or they've all decided this is not like... Maybe when you get married in your 20s, I don't know what it is, but let's say you get married in your 20s, the both of you are young. She's busy at home taking care of the kids. He is busy chasing his dream, chasing his career. She's been hearing things here and there, what he's doing. But it gets to a point where you will just be like, why am I enduring this whole thing? And I think that was one of the reasons why the marriage crashed. Because if you remember, a couple of years ago, there was allegations that AY was, sleeping with all these BBN Nigerian girls. He's been chasing or having fallacious with the actors or the actresses that he features in his movies, and their relationship or his relationship with the wife went through a whole lot at that point. Gistlover reported that AY's wife moved out of the house, but they denied the whole thing. They did damage control, patched the whole thing. Before you know, they shared that Mabel gave birth to another child, and this is like 15 years after their daughter was born. So AY came out, clarified the whole thing, saying that they did not give birth to a child just to save the marriage. They've been trying to have a child since their daughter was born, but because they've had several miscarriages. So he just literally made it look as if, the child was not born to fix the marriage. The child was born because they wanted a child. Now, early this year, Mabel started releasing stories online, started releasing quotes on her Insta stories, talking about how she is tired, talking about how this person is manipulating her, he is this, he is that, that she is done with the marriage and everything. So I just felt, marriage go through a lot. People that are married, there are times you want to like strangle each other. You come out and and make all this accusation, and then the next day you are back with your husband. For instance, Nollywood actress Chacha Eke and her husband. I mean, they've had dramas on social media, but today they are still together. So when I saw that, a lot of people kind of reacted to it. I was just like, these are still AY has not responded. The wife did not mention her husband, so we don't even know who that quote was referring to. Now, that was at the same time when Yule Doche accused AY of having an affair with the wife. So, and then Mabel made that post. So everybody was kind of putting two and two together, saying that for you to have mentioned this, and then AY's wife talking about how people are being manipulated, that that must be true. So that kind of blew over, and we're just sitting there minding our business. G's lover decided to do an expose saying that Mabel has moved out of the house. Now remember, AY's house was burnt down. They were both the wife, the kids, they went for holiday or something, and then I think in America, online, he said he found out that his house was on fire online, and that house burnt down, everything in it. You can imagine somebody built like a dream home, and then the whole thing got burnt down. So I think when they came back, according to what Gislova was saying, the wife was trying to pick up the pieces and then allow the husband to maybe build a new home or something like that. Instead of AY to focus on the building, allegedly, he was busy. He was building, but he was using money to still chase BBN Niger girls and, all these small actresses, influencers, the bad girls, bad and bush girls online. So the wife was not having it, and she moved out of the house. She called off everything. People were thinking, okay, just love her. This must be, you've said this thing a lot of times, and they've come back, debunked the story. They've kind of put a united front out there. AY's sister got married, and AY released pictures of himself and his daughter, his first daughter, and the wife was nowhere in that picture. I think that was enough confirmation that the marriage is not only in trouble, but has dissolved irreconcilably. Because if there's any, within this whole storm, if you have want to kind of presented a united front, that is at that event. Like AY's sister getting married, he was the one giving her out, I think, because they are orphans. So he's like the man of the house, he's like the father of the house. So he was the one literally giving his sister away during that marriage ceremony, and the wife was nowhere to be found. AY released pictures of himself and his daughter all dressed in the ashwebi of the marriage or the marriage ceremony, but the wife was nowhere to be found. So that sent a very strong message to say that this relationship is over, this relationship is done. So before you could say Jack, AY released his own statement saying that people are trying to make him look like the bad person, because when marriages end, especially when it is kind of high profile celebrity marriage, they always blame the man, that nobody's innocent, the both of them are as guilty. It takes two to tango, and the both of them are as guilty as whatever anybody is accusing him of. Mabel, on the other hand, released her own quote saying that she's gotten to a place whereby she doesn't even care about what people are saying, or she doesn't react to certain things because she's at peace with herself. Most of these celebrities, especially those ones that got married in their 20s or got married early, now most of them, their marriage has dissolved. We talk about P Square, Paul Okoye, because Peter is still with his wife, very much married. Paul has now divorced the wife. He's now running around with one 21 years old girl. Who else? We have Basket Mouth. Basket Mouth has kept his relationship under wrap. We have Julius Sago, like a lot of them who got married at that point. The women are left hanging. Now, I am not saying that they are not well taken care of, but the truth about this matter is, before you get married and start supporting your husband 100%, don't forget your dreams, because you guys kind of grow each other, like, because in your 40s, that I think that is when you have clarity of a lot of things. You now decide if you're going to suffer for the rest of your life, or you're going to move on with your life and find peace and happiness. Whichever choice you make at that point, somebody is going to get the short end of the stick. Don't let it be you. As your husband is busy pursuing his dream, make sure that you're not just sitting down there being the mommy of the house, taking care of the kids. Make sure you yourself, you find time to do something, one or two things. A wise wife, she's one of the, according to what they're saying, best interior decors in Lagos, so, or in Nigeria, as the case may be. So she has her career figured out. Elsie, Basket's Mouse wife, she is now trying to kind of get into real estate. Like, they are young. These people are in their 40s, early 40s, I don't know, mid 40s, but they are young. They could figure it out, and they have the connections, they have the resources that they could rebuild their life with. You, as an ordinary person who is married to your husband, or make sure that you're updating, improving, and upgrading yourself, regardless of whether you're enjoying your marriage today. We're not praying for anything to happen, but ensure that you are sorting yourself out for any eventualities. We wish AY and the wife all the best. I mean, nobody is praying for a breakup of a marriage, especially when kids are involved. That could be really, really, really traumatizing for the children. But nobody should remain in an abusive situation or a controlling situation just because of the kids either. So whichever way or whichever route anybody chooses, make sure that you don't get into your 50s, your 60s, and then you are kind of regretful of the decisions you took or the ones that you did not take. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Get married at your 20s. Get married when you're ready. Get married in your 30s, 40s, whenever you're ready. But regardless of when you got married, make sure that you're improving yourself, updating yourself, and upgrading yourself, so that you can take care of yourself by yourself if anything happens. Today's episode is once again sponsored by DDBT's Wigs. This is 22-inch Yaki straight. We sell wholesale, retail, and our details are on the screen. If you want to reach us, get in touch with us and we get you sorted. Please like, and share, subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button to get notification anytime I post a new content. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.